Alrighty guys, welcome. This is Tides Wrath Season 2. Welcome guys, this is going to be a big Australian tournament. This is the first game I've actually casted, but I am actually missing out on, I think, a whole 2 other nights of previous games. So I'm coming in halfway through the pool phase, and I should be casting for the rest of the time. Hi guys, I'm Trentus for DDT Dota, and yeah, we've got a group match between Team No Chance and Team Ascendant. And I do not know all of these players, but I do know some of them because I've played with them before. I know Zal and I know Insomnia We Trust. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how these games end up turning out. So yeah, I'm very looking forward to this. Shout out to all you guys who are watching in-game or watching just out on YouTube. Got some friends casting this as well. So yeah, that'll be sweet. Just going to talk about these bands just as they come up. This is going to be a Nyx and a Lone Druid band coming out from No Chance, and a Batrider and a Lifestealer coming out from Team Ascendant, not wanting to have those in the picking phase for each other. Well, to be honest, most of that is fair enough. I mean, Lone Druid at the moment is very, very popular. A great counter to Lifestealer, actually. But, yeah, he's just not letting through. A lot of ways which you can play him as well. And Nyx is not getting through either, which is fair enough. He is such a good support hero. He can also play as a carry through mid or as a farm. And Batrider is obvious why he is banned out. His flying vision bug is still not fixed, so that'll be interesting when they get on to that. But yeah, it's just this flaming lasso going through BKB. 4-second stun. If he's got a Blink Dagger and a Force Staff, he can push them way out of position. So, Team No Chance picking up a Coddle for their first pick, which is, you know, pretty standard, you would have to say. Just probably wanting to play it safe. As I'm aware, this is a best of 1 in the group phase, and they just pull together their wins at the end of it just to see who can get through. I actually don't know how these teams are going. I might check it up at the end of the cast. I should be casting 2 games tonight if you guys are wanting to hang on or just wanting to watch another one on YouTube.
5 seconds remaining.
And yeah, I will be uploading them as quickly as possible. And yeah, I'm going to be trying to upload the rest of my vids, which I've got a backlog of if you have been following me for a while. But yeah, just taking their time, Team Ascendant. I mean, Coddle, even despite that nerf, with the Illuminate damage not being touched, but the radius just being nerfed slightly, still hasn't really affected his appearance in professional play or semi-professional. He's still being picked up quite a lot. And Team Ascendant deciding to go with the Shadow Demon and Io. As their 2 supports, most likely Io I would not expect to see that, that solo mid that we've seen a couple of times with those crazy European Dotas. But yeah, Shadow Demon, amazing potential. I mean, his setup is just crazy with Disruption, and then with the Soul Capture as well, just the damage you're able to pick up is just so good. And Chaos Knight and Mag coming out for No Chance very quickly, obviously not wanting Team Ascendant to get the CK combo up with Wisp, and they decide to go with Tiny instead. And wow, those are very quick picks coming out, knowing what they want. Obviously, the Io Tiny combo is very, very popular. He's just able to move so quickly, and he can just do so much damage once he's got a couple of items up. And just with that tether here, he's so fast, and he can just chase down anyone. It's not quite, for me personally, it's not quite as good as the Io CK, the Wisp CK. Just because of the power of Reality Rift with the tether stun, just it always gets the tether stun, which is something very, very, just it's great really, and that's why he's so powerful, especially early game. But Tiny does have the Avatos combo, which does make it quite painful for the opposition as well. And they're just going to ban out the Bounty Hunter, not wanting him off lane. Most likely, they don't have any offline players or mid, so they're just going to ban out the ones they don't really want to play against. Obviously, Team No Chance I'm talking about here. Whereas Team Ascendant are going to probably be looking to ban out more, maybe a support hero and off lane, because I would not say that Mag would go
Dire team
mid.
ban.
And that's an OD ban. Interesting. Oh, he's Devourer now. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why they would ban that out, unless they're wanting to pick up a PL? No, even then, PL, it doesn't really count a PL that much. I'm not exactly sure why they picked that exactly. However, OD is a very good hero which can win mid pretty much always. He can just stop them from really being able to cast any spells, getting them out of position. He wouldn't really be able to kill
10 seconds remaining.
his opponent in the mid lane, and they really wouldn't be able to kill him unless they get some ganks for him.
Dire team ban.
And there's a Silencer ban coming out now from Team No Chance, quickly followed by Darkseer, not wanting that offlane to happen either. And Silencer, I haven't actually cast the game with Silencer in there yet. This is the first bit of casting I've done in about, I think it's about 3 weeks since Noxus 32, and before that about 2 months since the last tournament I cast. But yeah, and Queen of Pain,
Radiant
another
team
mid,
ban.
very, very powerful mid. Transitions very well into mid game, not quite so well into late game, but just so much damage coming out from her, so much damage with that combo, and it will just work really well with Magnus, just being able to reverse polarity everyone in. Oh, sorry, work very well with the Tiny, just being able to get that set up. AoE stuns would have worked better with the Magnus, really. But yeah, Mag being able to get that 4-second lockdown with reverse polarity and just keep her alive, being able to pony it up and just wash over them with that
10
damage.
seconds remaining.
Giving Chaos Knight the cleave as well will also help. He'll have those critting cleaves going. And that Bane
Dire team
ban coming out from TA, which is really, really good. I really respect Bane, especially versus a hero like Tiny. If it's more useful for teams which like those BKB heroes, which isn't really Tiny to a certain extent. I mean, he would love a BKB, especially against this lineup. It would kind of stop the Chaos Knight's Reality Rift and his stun,
10
his Chaos
seconds
Bolt.
remaining.
But it wouldn't really stop Magnus's RP, which is quite
5
quite
seconds
powerful.
remaining. Reserve time.
And I'd imagine maybe another support then followed up by the offlane from No Chance just here, just because, you know, you don't really want to reveal your core heroes just yet unless you really have to. But yeah, I haven't cast a Wisp game in a while, which is going to be quite testing of my camera skills and my map awareness, I gotta say. Something which I'm trying to work on. I'm actually trying out some new settings for this game. But we will see if that will work out for me. Mainly to do with camera movement. I'm trying to improve my camera movement for you guys watching. It's a little bit shaky, a little bit hard to watch. So I'm trying to get that better. But yeah, we will see how that goes. Yeah, I'm going to be solo casting these ones today. My normal co-caster Dark Dawn is not available that I know of. He may decide to come in. And there's the Leshrac pickup from No Chance, which will synergize really well with Magnus, really well with Chaos Knight actually. Not quite so well with Coddle, but that's alright. They should be able to give him chances to land those multi-person stuns, and just with the AoE damage coming out from him as well, be really good for those team fights. And he can just push towers so well. I mean, there was a couple of WTF tournaments recently, and when Leshrac was picked, oh my gosh, he just dominates everything. Towers just fall right behind him, and that's okay. And Nature's Prophet being picked up here from TA. He's a pretty good offlane. I really like playing him as an offlane because he can jungle if he really needs to, especially against that early, like those early 5 minutes. He can get up, you know, level 3 before he feels safe going out there, and of course then he can TP up there very easily, which will be, you know, it'll be good. If he stays in jungle though, you can get a lot of farm out. We like to see sometimes those Midas rushes on Prophet.
5 seconds remaining.
And they'll just be able to out-farm their opponent, but I'm not sure if that's what they're going for. And a Warlock pickup! Yes! I love watching Warlock in games. He's so exciting to watch against. And a TA pickup. That will be interesting, because there's a lot of dots in there from Leshrac and Warlock. Will really be able to burst down that shield from TA. But, and I mean, she likes to carry a BKB, and they've got like lots of spells which will really go through BKB. So I'm not exactly sure that was a great pickup. I guess we'll see in the end. It's going to be an interesting game, though. Going to be interesting. And they're just taking their time loading in, just wanting to get their strats down first, probably. Woo!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And there we go. Alrighty. And we're in. And I'll just roll over these picks just as this pause comes out. Who actually paused that? Morn. Fallen paused that. It's okay. And he's back. Anyway, let's just run over these. Who's playing on what hero? We've got Insomnia We Trust playing the CK this game. We've got Starmie. Oh, Pokemon references. So good. And that is an awesome set as well. On the Warlock. On Leshrac, we have Dot Dot. I've actually played with him before as well. He's good. On Fawn, we have Mag. And the last person is Joyce, or Jode. Jody? It's Jody. On Coddle. And they're going to be going to that bot lane, and that's looking like where TA is also headed. We have Green playing up on the Tiny. We have, wow, Toto Monoflo. I'd just call him Toto for this game. We have Zhao on the Wisp, looking like he's going to be going bot to support. We're going to have Chomp on the TA doing that rushing of bottle in mid. And we are going to see a jungle Nature's Prophet with playing him. So it looks like we're going to see a CK Coddle Leshrac offensive tri-lane. And they may be scouted. Nope, Nox Scout is not going to happen just yet. Which of course leaves Warlock mid, which interesting build though. Kind of expected that. We'll be able to go off against the TA quite well. That's better. And we're going to have a Magnus offlane. We might see some action here. Considering Zhao is just running up, he's probably going to get spotted by this ward. They could turn and go on him. But no, they're not. Okay. Fair enough. That's alright. But he's going to get that haste rune at the start. Ward's not exactly covering that spot. In fact, they've just put a ward back here just to see, I guess, this movement in the top screen here, just so that they don't get ganked quite so easily. And they're just going to come down, go into lane a little bit, where Green will just be taking over this farm with CK. Just trying to catch up a little bit there. That D-ward is not going to spot that without breaking down trees. Very good ward there from No Chance. And this is going to be interesting to see Starmie going up against this TA in mid. Just how much is that going to end up happening with Nature's Prophet just playing really defensively in the jungle at the moment. And they did find that ward. They ended up cutting it down with tangos. And that is something which they couldn't really risk. And that counter ward did not get out this second one. I think it's going to fall short. Yeah, that range is going to stop like there or something. Kind of unfortunate there. I thought that was a really good ward. It probably was just not quite good enough. Which is fair enough. And Nature's Prophet is going to go to this top lane and just try and get this solo experience against the Magnus up here. Which is a good idea. I mean, they do get more farm generally by staying in lane. Just a little pull coming out from the Wisp. He needs as much farm as he can get. Which is, which is fair enough. Team No Chance is trying to scroll down a little bit and steal some of those last hits with that Illuminate. It's a pretty good play for there from him. They should be able to see when he actually goes into that pools from that ward. That should give them vision out to about... No, he'll get it more. Around there somewhere. They should be able to see him go in. But, yeah, they're going to try and just really shut down this this Tiny's farm. And that is going to be pretty easy, you would have to say, all things considered. Without constant lane pressure from from the rest of them, their support heroes in here, they're just going to be able to just get all this farm, get all the denies, and hopefully pull the creep wave back as close as they can to their tier 1 tower. And those illusions are just going to scout out by the looks, looking for the courier when it comes. It's not quite there yet. I don't know if how close he is for his bottle, but he's close, not quite there. He will get there soon. But TA's obviously already got his bottle because he did the bottle rush start. So that was always going to happen early. And it's just going to come down to whether Starmie can just outlane this TA. He's going to pick up Shadow Word, yeah, with level of stats just to be able to survive. And Nature's Prophet is just going to be using his treants up here to try and push the lane as much as possible. Easy block there from of that clarity from Fallen. But he's got his Bassi ring up at the moment, so he might be able to take up some of the neutral creeps as well, which would be good. No damage on the tower just yet. And Starmie just staying in this mid, taking actually not very much damage at all, which is pretty good for him, and he's putting some lot of pressure on the TA. That Shadow Word's just going to burn through those refraction charges. It just makes it so difficult for him to stay in lane. And like we expected, that Tiny's farm is just nowhere near that of the CK. I mean, he's on 14 for 11, lots of denies, and yep, Cuddle getting caught out of position a little bit there. Saw him going around with that good placement of wards. Impious. But yeah, I'm really starting to fear for how this TA is going to last. They get up against Starmie. I mean, as long as he can keep that Shadow Word on the TA, he's really going to end up struggling when it comes to staying in lane unless he gets every single rune, and that one is a clench good rune. You couldn't really ask for more than that. I mean, regen rune would help him so much, especially in this context. Give him mana, give him more HP, because he can just stay in there and it's really blocked. And yeah, Green now just getting only 9 last hits. It's just going to be so hard for him. Ends up taking a fair bit of damage, but Disruption coming out on the Coddle now. But Tiny still able to get the kill there. Gets a great work, and wow, they're in trouble still. SD going down there as well. Wisp in a little bit of trouble, but they're going to focus on the CK. Wow, that does a lot of damage in that early game. And they may... Nope, they're not going to chase that out. Unfortunately, just getting a trade up there, but First Blood going the way of TA with getting the kill on Coddle. It's a great work of Avalanche just over those trees, because he just stood about here and just avalanched across, and then used this toss just to finish it off, making sure that he got that extra gold. Really good play from TA there. A bit unfortunate, but that's okay. Hasn't released the regen rune just yet. Whoa, FPS dropped there from me, sorry about that, guys. And Nature's Prophet is doing reasonably well against the Mag. Mag's still got 27 last hits, and whoa, lots of action coming up on this bot lane. And SD's going to fall very easily. That looks like a combo from Chaos Knight, but he's getting caught out here as well. And whoa, my camera just went crazy. And they're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Get stunned by the CK, and he's going to easily get that, avoiding the stun from the Leshrac, but that didn't really help in the end. Ending up being a 2-for-1 trade, going the way of No Chance and just trying to get Tiny's health and mana back up. Using that tether regen combo that we like to see. And I'm really surprised that didn't go further in the way of TA. I mean, they had the porting in of Nature's Prophet and it still did not help them. Man, I wish I had that G1 instant replay. Which we saw. And he's actually not going bottle at all. He's going Phase Boots to try and help him maybe outlast hit the TA, which is an interesting idea. I mean, TA is going to get a lot of these runes, and she's going to be able to see them with her ultimate ability, but I don't know if that's exactly the right choice. And of course, when Prophet TP'd down, that gave Mag even more chance to farm. He's also got a bottle up now. He has boots. He's probably going to get his level 2. Yep, there's the mana boots. Good to see as well. No major items up for Chaos Knight just yet. He's got power treads though, which is fair enough. And it looks like the Leshrac and Connell are going to maybe rotate or at least get some wards up. Wow, he has absolutely nothing in his inventory.
Radiant's bottom tower be under attack.
Interesting. Leshrac has all the smoke and boots, and they look like they're going to try and go on this TA. And he just dropped his ultimate on an illusion. That hurts. Wow. Bad luck from Stami. Chomp just going, woof. Good bait out, good bait out. Ultimate coming out there from Prophet. But they're going to try and push this tower now, and I don't know if there's much the Chomp can do about it. There's no rotations coming down at the moment. Oh, no, it looks like we're going to see a TP maybe. Maybe, I'm not exactly sure, but they're going to catch out the CK at the same time. He gets his stuns up and then tossed. Wisp stun coming in, and that is going to be a dead CK. He needs to pull way further back then. And TA just trying to hold him out as long as possible. But I'm not sure. Ooh, I missed that one completely. Diving that using RP and now coming in to try and defend this mid tower. But they're going to be able to trade as well because that top tower, so that bottom tower is taking a fair bit of damage. And TA, wow, just opening up on the CK again. Not going to be able to get that there. And Leshrac was able to destroy that tower with the use of the Warlock's Golem. I forgot what's actually called. Chaotic Offering, of course. But yeah, man, that Golem is just so powerful. Great for pushing. But Tiny will be able to combat that push once he's got his Aghanims up, which I'm assuming will happen. I just don't exactly know when. Stami picking up his point boost. He's going to be building towards Ags as soon as he can. Not going to worry about Wand or anything like that. And wow, this Nature's Prophet is just getting hammered. Of course, Skewer goes through the Sprout, so I'm not sure if that's going to hinder his ability to stay in lane and really be able to do something. And danger on this bottom lane. TA getting caught out. Fallen using his Skewer, but he does not have RP. But Chomp does not also have enough mana. No, he doesn't have enough mana for Meld now. So he should be fine easily. Tiny's coming in now, getting a great avalanche, and that's going to be a toss damage, but it's not going to kill Fallen just yet. It will actually. They're going to be able to chase him down. He's using his bottle to save up, and in comes the Wisp, and there goes that kill. And I'm not sure. Stami is getting caught out by the rest of the team. Nature's Prophet coming in, sprouting him up, and the SD coming in as well, just getting off the disruption and securing that kill, really. Great play coming up from TA. And that bottom tower, sorry, has been denied. But now Joyce needs to be a little bit careful. He could get caught out very easily here. And this is the push coming out from Nature's Prophet and Tiny. TA doing a fair bit of ganking, but it's not going to be that effective just yet. They still don't have a tower, though, you would have to remember. Meaning that one got denied, and they forced this one, no chance, forced that tower down very easily. But no, Fallen and Stami are hanging around in this mid. He has RP, Chaotic Offering is off cooldown as well. So they could maybe force a fight here, which... I don't think he has Blink yet. No, he is nowhere near Blink. Which is fine. TA Trap may have scouted them out, I'm not exactly sure. The Shrek has Mana Boots up as well. And no, they're going to rotate up top and try and get a fairly good tower dropping for them. Which is the right thing to do. I mean, they've got so much pushing power coming out with the Leshrac. And with the ultimate off cooldown for Warlock, that Golem is just going to really hurt. And whoa, that was a great ulti there from Nature's Prophet. Just doing so much damage. But it's probably not going to be enough to stop this push. They've got 5 heroes up here. And I don't know if they're ready to TP. Yep, they're just going to have to let this fall. Very good rotation from No Chance. And not really preparing with that. They had no ward coverage of that, and that is going to be an easy tower. Not even having to use any of their pushing moves. Just sheerly using that down, straight down. But now they're going to put some pressure on this tier 2. And there's rotation coming in now. Chomp's coming in from bottom. Shadow Demon's coming in from behind, and yep, they're going to fight this one now. And they're starting to use the Diabolic Edict, and the fight's going to come in. Disruption's coming out, and he does not quite land the Soul Capture. In fact, it does not get him at all, but in comes the RP, And the Chaotic Offering, the Golem going to get some damage on that Green Tiny, but it's not quite enough. Nature's Prophet dropping in from behind, chopping a lot of trouble there. TA is just going to fall, and wow, they're going to have to run out. That was a 3-for-1 trade, and Nature's Prophet in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to get caught out by the Reality Drift. He does not have quite enough mana for a stun, but that Tether Stun was at a quite wrong time. Should have waited for him to sprout. But that is should be an easy kill. Oh, yep, there it is. Great work there from them, but nope, CK is fine. No setup coming. And Stubby's just like, yeah, I can push this tower by myself. I got my Golem. This should be fine. And yeah, he picks it up very easily.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
But the Wisp TP, where's it going? It's going behind him, and he's in a lot of trouble. Whoa, camera stuffing up there. Avalanche toss coming out, and it is going to be enough. No, it is not. Able to pick off Io, but then he's going to drop afterwards as well. Little bit. I didn't even know if that was worth it in the end. It was interesting, at least. It was interesting. Trying to get some farm up on the Keeper of the Light, using Illuminate to kill these stacks. Just while the Mag's trying to get up a little bit more money. He's getting close towards that Blink Dagger now, which is fair enough. TA is nowhere near that Blink Dagger. She only has Wand and Phase Boots. Falling behind a little bit. We should probably switch to net worth if it's there. There it is. Yeah, she's fallen quite a bit behind. Yeah, just over 1,000 gold behind, which we probably would see if we look at those graphs. Yeah, they're falling behind there from that 5,000 gold lead. That's just because of the sheer placement and strong team fight that No Chance has with of course that Golem with the RP. And with Leshrac doing so much damage, he's actually not leveling up Diabolic Edict. He's just trying to level up Split Earth and Lightning Storm. For that damage. And wow, SD in a little bit of trouble. He is able to get the disruption off, and TA is able to use his trap, which is going to slow down, and it is going to be enough. They're having to retreat out. They may still catch the Mag though. Moving in, no, they're not going to chase that, which is fair enough, really, when we think about it. And all of Team No Chance just hiding right next to this trap. Probably not the ideal placement. They're going to smack up right on top of it. Oh, please tell me they saw that. Please tell me that their map awareness was able to see that. If not, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. I think they did. I think they're safe. Or are they?
Top tower be under attack.
TPing in was the Tiny. And they're just using wards to try and find out if anyone is around. But they are also grouping up as well. And yep, they realize that this is not going to work out. So they're just going to rotate to this bottom area. I think all the ultimates are off cooldown. So this is going to be another big team fight here. Just over this tier 1. Probably not something which you really want to fight over that much. And TA's trying to loop around behind them. But you have to remember, everything is off cooldown. And they decide to go around, and they're going to be able to spot him out. CK not quite getting enough damage off, but then gets disrupted, and looks like this could be an easy setup for him. He does not match. It actually lands up on Warlock. Does the Avalanche toss not being used just yet. RP dropping there as well. The Golem is already out. And that is going to be Nature's Prophet falling first. Leshrac's done missing. And here comes the toss out, doing a lot of damage to Leshrac. He's going to fall very easily. TA just trying to chase after Fallen. He's not going to quite get enough. This team fight is fracturing all over the place. Trying to use that his trap to slow him down. He's going to have enough damage with Green coming in. He's going to be able to toss him into that. And that is going to be enough damage. That is going to be an easy kill. But the Golem is just going to come down and going to be able to kill this SD so easily. And they're going to have to turn around and watch out. But no, Coddles and evades that quite well. Not microing his skills enough. He's going to try and TP out. Does successfully. And they just let Coddle die. Nature's Prophet are using his ultimate when he gets back to claim that kill. And wow, what a team fight that was. Kills going all over the place. Things being split up. Great TP out from Warlock. But man, that Golem at the end should have done a little bit more, you'd have to say. Invisibility rune being picked up by Leshrac. Woohoo! Good fight though. Armlet now on Chaos Knight. He's probably had that for a little bit. I probably missed it. I probably missed that. Is there anything else I've missed? I missed the Hand of Midas. That's probably something important which I've missed. Sorry about that, guys. And we have a blank dagger on the Meg. I missed a lot of items. I am sorry. Mech is also up for Joyd. And also Blink Dagger finally up for Chop as well. So Iron is moving along there, which I missed out on. Sorry if you guys wanted to see that. And it seems that really TA took a lot out of that fight. They've got an experience lead, and that gold lead pretty much stayed the same. Of course, with that Nature's Prophet having Midas, that's going to be in trouble. But oh, Wisp teleport, and they've got 4 heroes teleporting up. Great armlet toggle there, and he's going to try and use his skills to get out. He's another armlet toggle. Going to try and survive Leshrac in the thick of it. In trouble, and he looks like he's going to be okay. Nature's Prophet and Shadow Demon only being there. Wisp, of course, having to come back. And the rest of them are rotating around. Coddle finding the SD. If he uses his Mana Void, he's going to have enough. And in comes Mag. Easy, going to be able to get this kill. Unless that's done. No. Not enough damage there. Interesting engagement. CK actually losing his life at that tower edge. I did not see that. Did not see that. Yeah, not liking that one. Was no chance. Definitely getting a lot worse out of that engagement. And it's going to be a Drums Aghanim Scepter coming out from Tiny. A build to quite used to seeing from him actually. And oh my gosh, he has the ice thing, which I did not see before. Glacial Tiny. Damn it. That was, it was an interesting relocate, really, in the end. It wasn't quite enough, and they, of course, didn't last as long as they probably would have liked. Just the damage not quite being enough.
With me.
Man, he is not using his armlet. Sorry, his Hand of Midas as much as he probably could. But he does have a lot of gold. Really. For being an offlaner, he's done alright, and you'd probably expect Mag to really win that. And wow, that was an interesting relocate. Dropping out in the middle of nowhere, and he's going to pay for that one. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Not exactly sure what that point of that one was. Very easy, easy death being fed the way of no chance. Of course, they did have that watered. Bit unfortunate for them. And that is the joys of casting a Wisp game. Relocate just going up across the map makes it sometimes very difficult to be able to keep track. Insomnia we trust is just getting more farm up. He has a fair bit of farm. And I think they saw that. I hear Yosip just saying, you can't watch it. And they're just trying to get more farm up on the Tiny. They really need the Aghanim Scepter so they can just push some towers. And that is a teleport scroll. That is not a Wisp TP. Because just all of these towers, just with the combo coming out from no chance. Leshrac being able to push down as well. He's still only got level 1 on Diabolic Edict, by the way. Something I did not quite expect that's going to miss. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Denied.
But yeah, they've just got so much tower push. I mean, Chaos Knight can push towers with Phantasm. Interesting, this could become a fight here. Great work from Nature's Prophet. They're giving enough vision. Just, it's so much team fight. I mean, RP, it's got to, obviously got to stun Kaetic, Offering, it's got to stun, he's got his Aghanim Scepter now, so that team fight is just going to hurt. 2 golems. Ow. That's going to suck. And it looks like they're going to try and go up against this Nature's Prophet using Reality Drift and Stun. Another TP coming in. It's going to be Leshrac, but I don't think he's going to get there close enough. He does! And that is going to be an easy kill. And meanwhile, in the mid lane, Disruption going out. It's just defensive. Not expecting to go. And they're going to TP them back, and that is the power of Coddle. And that is a Wisp TP way off target. But they're still going to be able to land that Tether Stun. Not going to latch. And that is going to be Leshrac getting out scot-free from that relocate. Something we don't normally see is a relocate that does not eventuate into a kill. A little bit of a missed teleport, I'd have to say. And are they going to try and go for Roche? They do know that this is watered, right? This could be a really good bait, though. I mean, they do have all ultimates up. So it could be very, very good, and they're just going to have to leave it.
Radiant's
They're just going to let this happen, which is fair enough. They don't really have a response to it, so you know what? We're just not going to take it. We're just going to let them get rush.
Dire's
I think, yeah,
tower
yeah.
be under attack.
Tiny knows.
Hidden ones.
I don't know if he wants to go in. And they're going to be way too late anyway. Yeah. It's taking a while, actually. Going to be scouted up by Shadow Demon here. Yeah, they realize it's happening now, but they're way too late. Coddle just trying to get something out. And I don't even think they're going to be able to trade this top tower. Oh, no, they will. It's only got like a couple of HP left. So it should fall. No. Fortification coming up. Mag's going to try and burst it down. He actually gets the deny.
Dire's top tower has been denied.
Good rotations there from No Chance. TA struggling just the... Which TA? Oh wow, that was lame. Trying to build towards BKB. Oh. Don't you guys love my lame jokes? I love my lame jokes. I do. And they're going to try and force down this tower now. Tier 2 and mid. They have all of their ultimates up, so sure, why not? As well as the Aegis. Wow, Phantasm just being owned. Absolutely owned. Oh no, that was an illusion rune? That was an illusion rune. Okay. That would explain that. Just trying to push this lane and just really force this tower down. I don't think there's a Blink Dagger. No, there's no Blink Dagger on Tiny. Just the amount of initiation from No Chance is going to be really hard for TA just to be able to defend against. Yeah, this is going to be a very difficult team fight if they choose to take it. Yet they don't. Nature's Prophet TPing up the top lane. I mean, he's got 15 seconds before he can redo that, so he's going to put some pressure on this top lane, bottom lane, sorry. But it's probably not going to be enough. Wisp actually TPing somewhere. They've gone up top lane? They've gone up top lane, so they're just going to force this down and try and split push as much as they can. Will they actually catch him out? I'm not sure where they teleported from exactly. Oh, inside a base. Well inside a base. And they're going to try and force down Tier 3 in mid. Avalanche just stunning up this the CK. Immediate mech coming out. Probably a little bit preemptive. And ooh, he's trying to get that damage on the Wisp. Didn't quite land it. Just wanted to pull back. Nature's Prophet is ready to TP back. He's putting pressure on Tier 2 bottom. And they're going to pull back. Yeah, not wanting any of that. They're actually going to TP. It happens anyway. Stun not being landed. And he's just going to TP out. Should have saved that stun. He could have potentially landed a kill, maybe. But it did not eventuate. They still got the Aegis, remember, and Relocate is down for another 30 seconds. And he's going for the Oblivion Staff. Going to be a Refresher coming up from Mag. And that would be what I'm imagining that Warlock is. Yep, he's going to be building towards it as well. He's got that Ring of Health up. So he's going to go for that as well, starting with the Perseverance first instead of the Oblivion Staff. And they're going to miss each other, so of course, blank. And they're finally going to put some pressure on this Tier 1 mid again. Or are they? I think they should. But I think they're just going to wait up. Relocate is up now, so that was a very quick 30 seconds. So they're going to try and find that one hero out of position. And Team No Chance have done a really good job of sticking together and not letting them find just that one hero that is just out of position. Their ward vision on the map doesn't exactly help at the moment. They're very defensive. I mean, this ward is here. They don't have any other wards as far as I know. Oh, yeah, that one. That was just placed. But, yeah, these wards are very defensive, and that's really hard to really use with the Wisp Relocate, because you need vision just to be able to see what is going on the map. And they're just going to rotate down and try and backdoor this tower, maybe? Putting up a ward just to give some vision. It is possible, and yeah, this is the power of 5-man push. Is that you just really can't do anything about it as Wisp. Relocate, it becomes a little bit wasted, and all you can do is split push with it. Go up to a lane, TP to that lane, and then just split push away. Ghost Scepter up on the Leshrac. He's just probably looking to survive a little bit longer against TA and the Tiny. He's just going to watch out for that combo. As long as, assuming that's done, he should be alright. And they still have this Aegis. They still have all of their ultimates without fight not actually happening. And the TA are not going to be able to do anything about this. Just going to push out, and that is another tower going the way of No Chance, and they're going to put pressure on this tier 3. This XP lead is fallen away. It was 2,000 in the way of TA, but it's just gone the way of No Chance, and that where that gold has always been. It's just continued to go. And this push will be very hard to really contend against. Creeps in the base, so of course there's no backdoor regen now, so they should be able to burst down this Tower. Phantasm being used on an Illusion Rune. Another Illusion Rune, really? Oh no, it was Phantasm. It was Phantasm. I was right that time. And that's Aghanim's also up on Tiny, so they should be able to respond there, and it looks like they're gonna... No, they're not gonna go in. Just doing some damage. Oh, great work from the Tiny! Just positioning himself so that when they TP comes in, doesn't work, and in comes the big drop. The Aghanim's double golems up. He did actually use that. He whiffed it. That was on nothing. Interesting. Damage coming out of fair bit. TA blinks in on the CK. Not going to be enough. Armlet Toggle doing great work there. 4-second stun now. Arbel on Chomp. TA in a lot of trouble. So is Leshrac. He's running away. He should be okay. There should be another toss there, and that is going to be a dead CK. But of course he's got his refresher. He's got Aegis, so he can come back very quickly. Stun coming up. Another 4-second. That's a dead TA. And whoa, that golem does a lot of damage, just forcing them back. And that is going to be Rax. And this is going to be a very hard game now for Team TA, Team Ascension, to come back on. Reality Rift coming up. Great dodge there. And that is going to be a dead Leshrac. But he's going to pay for that one with his life. Tiny just kind of falling away there. This game just blowing out now, and for No Chance, it's getting a lot of kills now. And that's going to be double racks. That is going to be all of the racks falling for No Chance. Buybacks from the Leshrac. And BKB, and they're going to come right back in. And they're going to try and finish off this SD, and they're going to be able to. Yeah, he's got nothing. Very easy kill. And they just let the Wisp just retreat out, not wanting to take any of that. And you'd have to say this is going to be very difficult now for TA to come back from. There's just so many items up. So many items that is so close to a refresher as well. Does he have it? No, he doesn't have it. He might have it. He might have it. It's going to be close. But wow, just so much damage coming out. Is that going to be... No, it's going to be a Halberd. It's okay. It's BKB. And it's going to be a Halberd. That's what it'll turn into. Force Staff up on. Keeper of the Light after that. Warlock's got, obviously, his Perseverance. And Mag does have his Refresher if he wants it. He almost dying to creeps there. That would have been embarrassing. And this is so hard to respond now. I mean, the net worth is just blowing way out of proportion. SD is so underfarmed at this point. I mean, he is a support hero, but wow, he's just really quite low. Quite low indeed. And there hasn't been that much of an opportunity for the ganks which come out of the relocating Wisp. And there's just 5-man Dota. Which they're not doing at the moment, so this could be a little bit dangerous for them, but, you know. I mean, Coddle can just pop his ulti and then channel someone in as well, so it would also kind of work for that. Just putting up some wards. Trying to make sure that nothing... They have no vision, no offensive wards. Because like we saw, if they haven't any offensive wards and the Wisp can relocate, that's going to be a fairly easy kill for them. And the ulti's all up now again for No Chance, so they're going to try and go again. Push out this mid lane. He brought a Robe of the Magi, so maybe he's not going for that Refresher Orb quite so early. And did Mag get his? Yes, that was his. Yep. So that's a double RP if they want it. Still got 2 minutes or a minute left on Roshan. And they're just dewarding, just wanting to play it safe, get another Roshan, and then probably push out the base. Prophet pushing out this lane a bit. Yeah, they're going to TP. Just protect it a bit. And Tiny going for that Yasha. But this is the problem, there's no real space on the map for the Tiny and Wisp to teleport to and just do some damage. Ooh, hiccups. Whew. Gonna need some water after this, I think. I mean, they could go on Leshrac, but they don't... All the other heroes are missing for no chance, so it could be a really good bait. And it's the intimidation factor that they haven't been able to use that teleport for a while. Yep, there's the Heaven's Halberd. I was right. Halberd. Sorry, Halberd. Gonna be scouted out by that rune. Yep, ping's going out. If Leshrac was still in vision, there might be some cause for alarm. But he's just gonna be brought back by Cuddle, which is what Cuddle does. Still getting used to this new camera work, which I'm trying out. TA being shut down so much, her farm is just not able to support that getting of BKB, which is really not going to be that, like I said before, that important. With lots of these spells going through BKB, and they're going to try and force down mid, and if that happens, that's going to be almost GG. Nature's Prophet pushing up top lane a little bit, trying to put some pressure, but he's really going to need to come back and defend this. And they're just going to push down that tower. Very easy to do. And as soon as they do that, they open out on the SD, just dying so quickly. RP then falling, closely followed by Kaedic, offering followed by another RP. And that is going to be easy kills there. Leshrac is going to be falling as well, but he does get the stun out on Nature's Prophet, who's going to be running for his life, but the Reality Rift brings him back in, and he falls, and that is a team wipe for TA, and it looks like No Chance is going to be in a very good position here. Game-winning position by the looks. 15,000 XP lead, so gold lead, 1,000 XP lead, and there's the GG coming out. And that is a very good game of Dodo. They were so close for so long, just they were able to use that tower advantage and just push it out. And wow, just really well played, which is good to see. So they're just probably going to fountain sit and disconnect or do some, you know, fountain kills and stuff like that. But thanks guys for watching. If you watch this up on YouTube or if you're watching in-game, thanks guys for watching. Really appreciate your support. Wow, diving so hard there. Didn't really work out. But yeah, great game guys. I'm going to be casting the rest of Tides Wrath Season 2. It's such a good tournament. It's got a great prize money, great work by the sponsors, of course. One of the best, one of the only Australian tournaments to have a decent amount of prize money. And so I'm gonna be casting the rest of these games. I've got one more coming up tonight, and I've got hopefully games coming out all this week, and hopefully next week as well. Obviously going into the finals. So if you're watching, thanks guys. I've said that already. I'm just gonna go. I've been Traders for DDT. Thanks guys. See ya.